So let's welcome our guest again. He's the person of Chief Emeka Micheal Onwuchelu. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
All right, so take us through what is really happening. What is the present situation of human trafficking regarding human trafficking in Cote d'Ivoire? What are the factors that are causing human trafficking?
Okay. The situation of human trafficking in Cote d'Ivoire is really bad. It has been existing for decades, but only that the awareness is not what is supposed to be until our leadership under my watch took it very serious that these are Nigerian children.
The network is quite it's quite doing not doing justice this morning. But you wanted to say something.
Yes, I was talking about this is true. It's a true story of a 26-year-old Nigerian woman named Valerie who was lured to Abidjan with the promise of a job. Upon arrival, she was coerced into prostitution and endured substantial abuse. Her rescue was orchestrated through a collaborative effort between the Ivorian Transnational Crime Unit, the Nigerian Police Force, and the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons. Now, the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons is one very important agency in the country, which has been doing very good work. I think our guest is back.
Yes, all right.
Please, you can continue with your line of thought. Okay.
Okay, like I said, the menace of human trafficking in Cote d'Ivoire is quite alarming, and that is why we took to ourselves that government of Federal Republic of Nigeria need to know about it, and since 29th community under my watch have succeeded in rescuing about 900 already. And this is also in collaboration with the Nigerian embassy. But there are a lot of works to do. So that is why we will want the attention of the federal government of Nigeria, the NAPTIPs, and all the rest of them to get into the system and make sure they come to the rescue of this girl. As I am talking to you right now, presently I'm having like 16 girls in our office, and most of these girls are minors. So, and it is coming day by day. They are coming day by day. There's no single day in a day you will not get at least one or two that maybe run away from the ghetto. And when we are talking about this ghetto, it's not like it's in the city, it's in the forest.
The network is really not doing us justice this morning. But a whole lot is going on in Cote d'Ivoire. I mean, and I think there seems to be more of women than men being trafficked to that particular, country, and it begs the question of why anybody would even want to go there. I mean, yes, we're having a lot going on in our country, and it seems to be minor. And I'm wondering, this minor that are being, what was told, or how were the parents persuaded to let go? It also speaks to Nigerian parents too. What thought or what level of well, I don't want to call it poverty, but what state of mind would you be in to allow your ward, your child, your daughter to leave the particular country to another country where you might probably not even be in communication with her?
In fact, some parents might be deceived. just let me set an example based on background to this story that we have. Victims are typically lured from Nigeria with the promise of a legitimate employment or educational opportunities. This is one of the ways they deceive the parents of these children. Now, traffickers often use irregular routes to transport these victims to Cote d'Ivoire. We are talking about Cote d'Ivoire because it's one of the hubs in Africa. Now, there they are met by accomplices who confiscate their travel documents so they are not able to run back. That's the issue. So you're trapped. And then you're sold into, I call it slavery, for crying out loud.
Yes, I think our government needs to up their games when it comes to diplomatic relationship, find out, also try and relate with the government in Cote d'Ivoire. What are they also doing? Because I dare say that they cannot say they are not aware or they are unaware of what is going on there. So they also, in their own part, have to try and do something. But let's have Chief Emeka Onwuchelu back. You were saying something just earlier on.
Okay, like I was saying, most of these girls are the girls people promise of good job, to be their sales girls in their offices. No one of them knew that they are coming here for prostitution. And at the end of the day, they find themselves inside the forest, which I have some pictures and videos that I'll send to you for as an evidence. So, and one thing that is quite shocking is that these are Nigerians that are luring them into prostitution and force them into sex work. So, if I will want to give the whole information I have, which I don't want to give all of them on air, so that it will, because both good and bad are listening to this. So you will be shocked about of what the Nigerian community has done so far. And the collaboration of Nigerian government together with Cote d'Ivoire government will solve a lot of problems when it comes to this. So,
okay.
And when I heard one of you saying about traveling documents.
Yes.
Most of these girls none of them have traveling documents. These individuals have their way, which already Nigerian community has dismantled. Okay, have the source of the way they operate, have the information on the way they operate. So most of them are coming from the village. No part of the Cross River is involved. Very, very alarming. Ebonyi State is also, Akwa Ibom also. Every eastern part, Benue State is involved. Kogi State is also involved. These two states are quite alarming when it comes to issue of this girls child prostitution. And Delta State is like no man's business. Edo State is also part of it. So some of western sides is also, most of them, there are many also there. So intervention of the federal government of Nigeria is widely needed, and within collaboration with the Nigerian community who has been on the ground fighting this all the time with our own little strength. So
let me come
effort
in
of the government.
Yeah, you keep talking about the collaboration with the Nigerian government, but I'd like to ask, what are the major challenges you face in your fight against human trafficking?
The major challenges we are facing is that these individuals, these Nigerians that are into this, have their way, and also will do anything humanly possible to make sure they maintain their business. But no one is above the law. Intervention of the federal government of Nigeria in collaboration with government of Cote d'Ivoire will do a lot whole good. We can be answering giant of Africa, and it will be only by name, but we need to put it in practice. So for me, the government of Nigeria need to come down here, do their use their might in order to save the lives of these children. When we are talking about children, the videos that I will send to you privately, you see that most of them are 13 years, 14 years, 15 years. The highest you get there is 22 years. So, and there are many. There are many. And this is not also happening only in Cote d'Ivoire. It's also happening in Ghana. It's also happening in Mali. It's also happening in Burkina Faso. And it's also happening in Guinea. And there are this syndicate that have where people that are recruiting these girls for them in Nigeria, before they usually go to Nigeria, come back with them. But this time around, no. This individual have some people in Nigeria that are recruiting this girl for them. Then there are some transporters that are doing transport from one point to the next. Somebody will pick them, the other one they will do handover to the next driver. So the people taking care of bringing them will never see them, and they are also selling these girls with their WhatsApp contacts. Okay, that's how they are selling these girls, which I know too well that most Nigerian, the body in charge of this is not aware of this. So that's why we want federal government of Nigeria to be aware and set out a strategy on how to eradicate this menace.
All right, thank you very much. Just before we go, and in less than 1 minute, let's talk about the young girls you've rescued. What's plans to maybe rehabilitate them? What are the plans so far? Have you been able to rehabilitate them? Do they get any sort of how will I put it, compensation? How are they reintegrated back into society? Because with that kind of mental trauma they've been through, it takes a whole lot.
Okay. When you talk about rehabilitation, there's something we call rehabilitation. Rehabilitation means so much. Rehabilitation is not when you just sit with somebody 1 or 2 days and you talk to him or to her that this thing you are doing is not good. How did you go? No. It's far from there. Rehabilitation will go more than beyond this. That you first of all look for her health, her health, and also see the damage that has already been caused. The Nigerian community doesn't have that muscle to do that. To do that rehabilitation, what we usually do, we continue to do. Today is Thursday. In 2 days' time, about 14, 16 girls are going back to Nigeria. Then we are sending them to immigration in Semeboda, which NAPTIs come also to pick them. So that area, the NAPTIs, it becomes the job of the NAPTIs to take care of them. That is an organ that is in charge of them. But when my worries about this is that almost like every week we are sending these girls, and NAPTIPS or any governmental organization has never asked where and what will we do? How are we going to tackle this? How are we going to stop this? That's my worries and needed attention of these organs to come to the rescue or look for a way of stopping this menace.
Thank you very much, Chief Emeka Onwuchelu. We've run out of time, but we do hope we would like to even hear from you more. I mean, because this human trafficking thing is a very critical thing, affecting the country. But we do appreciate your input.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.